At the Lions Den in Ruaraka between KCB and Nakuru. On Gong Road, we do have Impala facing Strathmore and Queens facing Homeboys. We do also have Black Blood facing Nondis at Kenyatta University. And not too far away from where we are here at the showground, Western Bulls are playing Mean Machine. So, a top big day in terms of rugby in the Kenya Cup as we enter match day 3. In your picture there, Mwamba players. Collins Injera with the ball already. Our center referee, Victor Odwo, to be assisted by Douglas Getich, and assistant referee Norbert Boni. Boni handled the game between the ESS sides of these two teams a few minutes ago. And Collins Injera, man with the ball there in your picture. Jersey number 10. So, Collins Injera to get us off underway for Kabras versus Mwamba. A good crowd here which has come down to watch this game. And Collins Injera with the kickoff. Well fielded there by the man in jersey number 7 of
Just back.
Kabras there. Levio Ching. Brian Tanga with the boot downfield. Well fielded there now by that man there, Humphrey Kayange, and Kayange just takes play out into touch, and it will be a line-out throw for Kabras Sugar. First line-out. Let's see who will rule the roost here. Kabras have Antonio Gott. Actually, they do have Jojo Cheno and Levio Ching there, that line-out. Mwamba do have Humphrey Kayange there, and Emmanuel Omondi. It's a good take there from Kabras. Scrum off here and the ball is put it out as Brian Tanga takes it out of play, but it's well held there by the man in jersey number 9 for Mwamba.
Maul!
Clyde Mulando. Actually, George Mutuku. It's a good ball coming in from Kabras there. We're mauling it very well. As the ball is won, and Brian Tanga, a steady kicking game. Here comes Mutuku. Mutuku tries to go, but is well separated there by the Kabras defense, and Mwamba penalized for a very high tackle there. So advantage Kabras in this second minute of this game here at the Kakamega Showground. A very warm welcome to you. Welcome and karibu to Zuku's live coverage of the Kenya Cup season 2016-2017. As the man in jersey number 9, Edwina Chayo, or is it Brian Tanga who takes play into Mwamba territory? Remember, Kabras with 2 wins out of 2 so far, Mwamba with 2 losses. So Savara Thigi to feed this ball into the line-out. Kabras are a front foot rugby playing club, like to dominate the set pieces and the collisions. Rathigi now finds George Otieno. Otieno, not a very good catch there, but it's picked off by Humphrey Kayange. It's won there by George Mutuku. Mutuku now finds Collins Injera, who puts the ball downfield. Safety first for Mwamba. It's won there by Pete Nakarawa. Nakarawa just puts the ball downfield. Here comes Collins Injera. Injera finds Greg Odhiambo. Odhiambo, now Collins Injera. What can he do? Injera puts the ball back into play, but finds Brian Tanga. Actually, not Tanga, but yes, it is Tanga. And it will be a line-out throw. It's a good kicking game there from both sides. And this man, Brian Obwoga, will feed this ball into the line-out.
Watch numbers, yellow, watch numbers.
So what can Obwoga do here? Won there by Luis Kisia, but the referee Victor Dwar I think says that that line of throw was not straight.
But you have to dictate the numbers earlier, okay?
So it will be a scrum ball for Kabras. Our first scrum of the day.
Okay, just stability, 1-3, bind tight, okay? George!
Afrikange has gone to blind flank.
Set, hold the tight.
Steve Sikuta, I think, has come in at number 8. Actually, Clyde Mulando has come at number 8. Good scrum there from Mwamba. Good take there from Kabras. A lot of front foot rugby coming from them. That's Levio Ching there. A good run, gains a couple of meters. Brian Tanga with an up and under. Won there by Kabras, but the referee, I think, has called it back. There was a knock on there from Kabras in the attempted chase for that high ball, so it will be a Mwamba ball here. A very good kicking game coming in from Paul, from Brian Tanga. And that was the mistake there from Kabras. Man in jersey number 11, Malik Habil, just lost control of that ball as he went for it up in the air. Antonio God keeping an eye on proceedings.
I need a full bind, okay? Need a full bind. Need a full bind as well, okay?
Victor Oduor, our center referee, one of the country's most experienced referees.
George!
Kabras playing from right to left, Mwamba playing from left to right.
18. Set! Hold the both sides, hold.
And George Mutuku there, and Kabras have been able to turn it over. That man in jersey number 8 is Nakarawa. Levio Cheng takes it a couple of meters ahead. Here comes Joseph Odero, signed from Nakuru RFC. And Kabras on the attack. Here comes Brian Tanga. Tanga with a passing out wide here. Finds Nakarawa again. Nakarawa does it. Can he go all the way? Good tackle there from Mwamba. And they've been able to steal it over. Brad Nowak, who just gets it a couple of meters away, but a good cover defense from Mwamba. Kabras were on the prowl there looking for the opening try.
Use it!
And Mutuku is able now to find Collins Injera, who puts the ball downfield. And it's won there by the fullback, Andrew Gadua. Gadua with a good break here. Gadua, can he go all the way? Finds the supporting of that man, Nakarawa. And Kabras on the attack. Here comes Brian Tanga. Tanga trying to shimmy past Injera, but here comes now Apenisa. And Kabras on the attack again. Can they get on the scoreboard? Is that a try?
Block!
Just a few meters short. And the referee penalizes Mwamba there, but Kabras really showing their intent. Good break coming from them. That looked like Suli Tarodi of Kabras, the man in jersey number 8. As they were looking for that opening try. 7.5 minutes gone here at the Kakamega Showground, and it's Kabras who are dominating possession and territory. As Mwamba tried to catch their breath here. It's a scrum very much deep in Mwamba territory. As Victor Dor has called for the TMO to be involved here.
TMO. Me, in terms of full play. Maruti.
Yeah, with the referee's interpretation, I'm thinking that probably Kabras alleged that probably they have scored a try.
Yes, Damas. Is there anything for me that you need to look at?
Sudi Tarodi, man in jersey number 8 for Kabras.
We just continue the penalty, okay? Because there's nothing happening. Okay. Thank you. Okay, nothing's clear that may come to our attention, so we'll just start with the penalty, the original penalty. Okay?
Referee just saying that Victor Odo, that play had been held up.
We just come for the penalty, just move back penalty, okay?
So it will be a scramble here for Kabras. Kabras in the traditional yellow and black, playing from right to left. Mwamba playing from left to right. And fans just being told to move away from the pitch.
Touch! Bind!
Kabras with a very dominant scrum here. Very good scrum coming in from Kabras here. Very good scrum coming from Kabras, and Sudi Tarodi with that ball. Can he go over the line? No, he can't. Good defense coming there from Humphrey Kayange.
Hey, back. Get.
And it's still Kabras with the ball here. They're trying to go for a pick and drive. Good first play coming in from Kabras. They're trying to go over the line here. Physicality.
Back.
Brian Tanga. Who does he find that? This should be a try here for Kabras. Is that a try? Ball has been held up. The referee will have to consult again with the TMO. But that looked like a genuine try to me. Good inside pass coming in from Brian Tanga to Malik Habil. And Habil was able just to carry that momentum and strengthen power to the line. But the referee, Victor Odo, has called for another 5-yard scrum, so no try. 11 minutes gone here, the Kakamega Showground. A warm welcome to you from wherever you're watching this game. It's match day 3 of the Kenya Cup 2016-2017 season. Kabras versus Mwamba.
Bind tight on your teammates. Long bind as well, okay?
Still yet to see Mwamba as an attacking force in this first half, but it's still early days yet. We still do have over half an hour to go to the end of the first half. So, the scrum put in by Kabras. Good scrum there from the home team, Kabras. As man there in jersey number 9, the scrum off. And I think there was a knock on there. There was a knock on there from Kabras and an opportunity missed. So it's going to be a Mwamba ball. Remember, these two teams drew last season at the Railway Club.
Mark.
10 points to 10, but I tend to think Kabras must have won the return leg fixture here. This has become a fortress of some sorts for the Kenya Cup champions, Kabras. The only home defeat they had last year was to Homeboys by 29 points to 28. So they do have a decent, very strong home record here at the backyard. So this will be a Mwamba scrum, very much deep in their own territory. They'll need to win this ball because you just kind of get the feeling that should Kabras get a turnover, it could be dangerous for Mwamba. So scramble for Mwamba.
Bind! Set! Hold it!
Good scrum coming in from Kabras there. Can they be able to turn around? But Humphrey Kange gets his hand on the ball, takes the play a couple of meters, but he's taken out of touch. So it will be a line-out throw for Kabras. Mwamba had that ball, and Savara Thigi will feed that ball into the scrum, into the line-out, I beg your pardon.
I need you on the line. I need you on. Hey, White, I need you on the line, okay?
Latest scores here from the Kakamega Showground.
That's it. Move back.
Giorgio Tieno wins it now. And that line-out throw was not straight. So it's going to be a scramble for Mwamba. Play very much back in their half here.
Watch numbers yellow. Watch numbers yellow. How many are you? How many in? How many in? How many in? Four.
Actually, it's going to be a line-out throw for Mwamba here. Brian Oboga to feed this ball into the line-out. It's won there by Kabras, but it's very messy and very scrappy. And play goes back to the line-out. And Kabras are trying to get their line-out sorted here. It's really malfunctioned a couple of times so far. Not very good throws.
Move a bit. Move back. Hey, James, yellow, move back here, that side. Black, moving closer. That side.
So scramble for
George.
Kabras in a very promising area for them. It's a good scrum from Kabras. Can they walk it through now? Can they walk it through? And Humphrey Kange gets a turnover there. And he's penalized for holding on to that ball. And the referee, Vito Dwoja, says is going to play must be taken from the mark. So what do Kabras do here now? They've opted to go for another scrum. His game has become a bit tentative, like a chess match, if you may ask me, because play has been very much in this area for the last 5 minutes. And with quarter of an hour gone here at the Kakamega Showground, it's still Kabras 0, Mwamba 0. Remember, in case you missed it, the Eric Charlie Shield game between the two teams ended in favor of Kabras. They won by 15 points to 5.
Bind.
So another scrum here. This should be the 4th or 5th scrum we've had in the last 3 minutes. Can they hold on? Can it set? And yes, it does here. Now Kabras getting a bit of ascendancy in their scrum here. Some good play coming in from Kabras here. This should be oh, he coughed up the ball there. He coughed up the ball, Malik Habil. And a good tackle coming in from Greg Odhiambo on that wing. Can see it was an 8th man pick. And Malik Habil just took his eye off the ball there. And it will be a line-out throw for Mwamba. 17.5 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 here at the Kakamega Showground. Kabras doing all the work here in terms of possession and territory, but yet to find a breakthrough. So George Mutuku to fit this ball into the scrum.
Bind. Start.
Kabras do have the edge at scrum time. They do have the heavier pack. And it's a good shove from Kabras here, trying to get a gear of momentum, but Muriti is taken out of play. It will be a line-out throw to Kabras. Can they get it right? That time of asking. Conversation going on between Brian Tanga and his scrum half. But Tanga called up to the Kenya 7 squad. He did play at the Southland Sevens last weekend in Namibia. So Savarathigi with a line-out throw for Kabras. And it's messy there, and play once again goes out. Mwamba already under the cosh, but they'll be able to survive the attacking sorties of Kabras in this last 10-15 minutes.
I've talked to you, I've told you.
Toto just keeping an eye on that line out. Game has actually gone into a walking pace. It's been pretty much quiet. Savara Thigi with the line out throw here. It's pilfered, it's won by Mwamba, and Humphrey Kange wins that ball. So second throw, which Kabras have failed to capitalize on. Mutuku finds Collins Injera, and Injera just puts the ball downfield. But it's won there by Andrew Gadua. Is that a knock-on? Yes, it is. It's a knock-on, and Andrew Gadua looked like a very simple catch to me, but he knocks it on. It was a good kick by Collins Injera, and Gadua makes a costly error there.
Can you tell your number 8? I need him to bind.
It will be a scramble for Mwamba.
As well, number 8. I need you to bind when I say the bind call, okay? So far it's good, okay? I'm just reminding you, okay?
20 minutes gone here at the Kakamega Showground. 0-0 the scoreline. As Mwamba take this play into the scrum.
Touch!
Mutuku, the scrum put in. It's a good scrum from Mwamba, but they're under pressure there from Kabras as Hayanga gives it to Mutuku. Mutuku now finds Brad Owako. Owako now finds Greg Odhiambo. Odhiambo finds this man in jersey number 14, Marcos Murithi. The ball goes out of play. It will be a line-out throw to Kabras. But good defensive play coming in from the Mwamba backs there. Good distribution, running into space. But it's been well read by Kabras. So it's going to be a line-out throw here for Kabras here.
Numbers, 4.
Actually, it is a Mwamba throw. Brian Oboga with a throw. And it's been turned over. Kabras have turned it over from the rack there. Man in jersey number 8, Sudi Torodi. Collins Injera now with the ball. Distributes it now to Marcus Murithi. It's Mwamba on the attack.
Use the gate. Number 12.
The referee penalizes
use the gate, okay? Don't use the side, okay?
Mwamba. So Kabras with an opportunity just to take play back into Kabras, into Mwamba territory. Brad Owako there finding Alex Aturo, but Mwamba penalized there at the rack. And Kabras to get a penalty. 22 minutes gone. The first attempt at goal by Kabras. Penalty attempt was good there, and Kabras do go ahead. 3 points to 0. Kabras do go ahead now. So Kabras with an early lead here, 3 points to 0. And early days yet, but just reward for dominance in territory and possession, as Collins Injera will get us off for the restart here. Won there by Levy by George Otieno.
Block!
Good pick and drive coming in from Kabras,
Use the
but they're
gate.
penalized by the referee.
Side entry, use the gate.
So Victor Odwor,
Point.
penalty attempt now for Mwamba coming up. Okay. So George Mutuku lines up this penalty for Kabras, for I beg your pardon, for Mwamba. So can Mutuku respond with the penalty? And the penalty attempt goes wide, so it's 3-0 to Mwamba to Abegema to Kabras.
Behind the kicker, gents. Behind the kicker.
And here do come Mwamba, Humphrey Kanga with a kick downfield. Andrew Gadhua once again not very solid under the high ball, but he takes play out into touch. Will be a line out throw for Mwamba. So line out throw coming in for Mwamba here. Joseph the hooker there.
Black and
Brian Obwoga.
yellow, I need you here.
Obwoga with a line out throw. Won there by Luis Kisia. Injera finds James Yuko. Kisia finds Marcos Mureithi. Mureithi with a good step and fend here. And they lose the ball in contact. So it will be a line, it will be a knock-on and a scramble for Kabras. Kabras leading by 3 points to 0 here at the Kakamega Showground. .27 minutes gone. It's Kabras who lead by 3 points to 0.
Bind. Bind 18. Both sides. Set. Only both sides.
It's a scrum put in for Kabras. Good scrum from the home team.
Fine, fine.
The ball is out. The referee says the ball is out. It's a contestable ball. And
You have
crawling.
to turn your feet, gents. Sorry.
You're not supposed to be on the rack in that kind of format. So Mwamba once again penalized. So advantage Kabras in this topsy-turvy game here at the Kakamega Showground. And they take play into Mwamba territory.
Okay. Just watch. Just
The score currently standing at 3 points to 0.
No, but manage the fast guys in the line out on the time.
Can Kabras get this line out right? And they're able to get their play here. Here come Kabras now. Gadhua and Malik Habil. Habil tackled there, but he still gets over the advantage line. Levio Cheng takes the ball a couple of meters ahead.
Tackle only.
Kabras going through a couple of phases. It's a good play there from Kabras. Good offloading, but lose the ball in possession there. George Otieno failed on to hold on to that ball. It was a good attempt, and he just couldn't hold on to that ball. So it will be a knock-on and a scrum ball for Mwamba RFC. Still, the score is currently standing at 3-0 as we approach the half-hour mark here at the Kakamega Showground. And you picture the man in a white shirt and sunglasses is the Kabras chairman, Ray Orlando.
George! It's only bind, gents. Start now, hold it.
Took with the scrum footing.
Break.
The referee calls for a scrum reset.
Now this applies to both sides. I want to stop it again. Right together. When it's a bind, there's no there's no sharp, okay? You are going back, you guys are going forward. I need you guys to maintain your stance. Both sides, okay? You don't go back, you don't go forward. Right together. It's the last time I'm talking about this. I hope you guys will change, okay? Coach! Back! Better, good stuff.
Tuku with the scrum put in, but a decent scrum coming in from Kabras. Here comes now Humphrey Kayange. Kayange is shepherded there. Tries to present the ball. It's very slow ball, but Mutuku is able to get it to Collins Injera. Brado Wako tried to go for a reverse pass with Collins Injera, but Injera now just boosts the ball out for territory and doesn't get the kick right there. So it will be a line throw for Kabras. Ivan Chilabo, the penalty scorer for Kabras, who lead by 3 points to 0.
It's okay.
So this is a line throw for Kabras. Savarathigi, good take there from him. Chilabo finds Brian Tanga. Tanga now finds that man in jersey number 13, Nick Baraza. And Kabras now on the attack here. George Otieno. Kabras now going on to the right. And man in jersey number 2.
Tackler! Tackler, there must be clear release. Sorry, gents.
Not releasing the tackler.
Before release,
Getting penalized by the
with
referee.
the ball, there has to be clear release.
The penalty count for Mwamba steadily increasing. So, opportunity now, a penalty for Kabras and Ivan Chilabo, penalty taker. Kabras has playing the percentages. Remember, whenever you get these opportunities in the 22, you go for the penalties. And remember, he's already had one. Kabras, without a couple of their star players, no Edwin Achayo, no John Ekubu in their team today. And Chilabo's penalty goes wide, so it will still, the score still stands at 3-0.
Where's the captain? Captain.
Then your picture, World Sevens
On the breakdown area,
series
okay?
top try scorer.
First, a clear release, especially for me, okay? When there's a break, there's a
Victor
run,
having a
they
word
have
with
to-
the
when
captain,
there's
Brad
no hand,
Owako.
okay? As well, there has to be clear release, okay? Before we get for the ball, okay? Just let's continue.
It will be a 22-meter dropout. And Injera puts the ball downfield. And once again, hesitancy from Kabras. But they are able to win that ball again, win the ball. And Levio Ching is able to present it to Chilabo. Here comes Steve Ochieng. Chilabo again. Distributes. Finds Joseph Odero. Odero presents the ball now to Chilabo. Chilabo finds Brian Tanga. Tanga presents the ball to
Fine play. Turnover.
John Otieno. And the referee
Mark is there. So the mark is there.
has penalized Kabras, so George Mutuku wanted to go for a quickly taken tap penalty. So it's Kabras with the penalty. I mean, not Min Machine, but Mwamba with the penalty. And Collins Njera just takes play back into Kabras territory, into their 22. And we have 5 minutes to go to the end of the first half. It's been a topsy-turvy game. It's been stop-start. I haven't seen so much flow from both teams. And as it stands, it's Kabras who have a slim lead of only 3 points to 0. Mwamba still very much in it as we approach the end of the first half. As I now hand over to Michael Kwambo.
Well, true indeed, William. As you have said, it has been start-stop, but in terms of matters like possession and territory, it has all been Kabras. They have indeed had Mwamba on the course. There was a bright start by Mwamba early on, but they since faded. Kabras have just shaded everything, possession, territory, and they've looked like the side more likely to score. Mwamba, yes, have done well to absorb the pressure. As you just see this moment of play, that was Brian Tango with a darting run. There was a handling error there from Johnston Mungao. But back to what we were talking about, it has been, if this was a boxing match, you'd probably say that Kabras would be shading it on points, but they are indeed doing that courtesy of the kick from Ivan Chirabo in 26 minutes, which put them 3-0 up. George Mutuku missing a similar attempt from Mwamba to restore parity. And as we're heading into the final moments of the first half, it is interesting to see how the rest of this match will pan out.
Mwamba on the attack yet again. It was a good darting run from Brian Tanga, but once again the Kabras handling not the very best. As Mutuku now goes for the box kick, and it goes out of touch. It will be a line-out throw for Kabras. Remember, Mwamba do have Billy Odambo on the bench. Could bring him just to add more power and grunt, especially in the backs. African getting in the picture, a long-serving servant of the game in Kenya, former Kenya Sevens captain. And Collins Njera just takes play back into Kabras territory as we come to the final few minutes of the first half. That's been given a latest score from the Lions Den in Ruaraka is that KCB leading Nakuru by 10 points to 0. We shall update you on the other scores once we receive them.
5-5.
Brian Oboga with a line-out throw here from Mwamba.
Wait.
Good crowd here that has come to watch this game at the Kakamega Showground.
Right together.
So Brian Oboga with the line-out throw for Mwamba. And Luis Kisia is able to win it off.
Block!
And Mutuku now finds Collins Njera. I haven't seen so much of Njera today in terms of a running game or a kicking game. As James Yuko is tackled there by the Kabras forwards. We've seen Njera more as a distributor and facilitator. Here comes Brad Owaka who takes ball into contact. Mutuku again finds Greg Odhiambo. And Odhiambo now trying to muscle his way, but he presents the ball to Mutuku. It's a very slow ball coming out from that rack. So the defense is able to land. Here comes man in jersey number 5. Emmanuel Omondi.
Back.
Mutuku again. Njera. Luis Kisia. Kisia gains a couple of meters here. He's carried the ball pretty well. Mutuku Finds Collins Injera, actually Humphrey Kayange, I beg your pardon. And Mwamba with a very decent spell of possession here. Mutuku finds Injera now. Injera now distributes now to this man, Marcos Murithi. Murithi, oh, he loses the ball there. Gregor Odhiambo tries to form his way, but he can't. Was a knock on there, and it will be a Kabras ball. Good play coming in from Mwamba in this last couple of stages there. They've taken the ball from left to right, but the ball handling just letting them down at a very crucial stage, just as they're about to get into the Kabras 22. So it's going to be a scramble for Kabras into the final few seconds. Some consultation going on there on the Mwamba side.
10 back on.
Kabras leading by 3-0. As we enter the 40-minute mark, it's been a topsy-turvy first half. Kabras shading it in terms of possession and territory, but only have the 3 points from the boot of Ivan Chilabo to show. And Chilabo with the scrum put in.
Bind! Long bind. Long one. Good stuff. Set! Only both sides. Out!
Chilabo already under pressure from Mutuku. And can Kabras get out of their own half here? Brian Tanga, and Tanga with an up and under kick. Finds Mutuku there, Mutuku tackled. Gregor Odhiambo already gets that ball, but already under pressure from the Kabras defenders here. Kabras leading by 3 points to 0. It's been scrappy, it's been topsy-turvy. Mutuku flings the ball out to the right, finds Collins Injera. Injera holding on the ball to 2 hands here. Tries to get Marcos Murithi. Murithi on a good run there. Gains a couple of meters.
You have to go through the gate.
But Kabras penalized there, and Murithi goes for a quick, Mutuku goes for a quick tap. And Kabras for 10 meters.
Back.
And William, you talked about, well, we hadn't foreseen that handling error there from Mwamba, but we talked about Mwamba beginning to see a lot more of the ball. Of course, Kabras had done well to deny them the ball, keeping it tight. This is that moment, the ball was played out. That was Humphrey Kayange. And Mwamba just losing possession with the try line beckoning. But back to what we were talking about, they have been able to settle into a rhythm as play continues. We're heading into the final moments of the first half. It remains 3-0 in favor of Kabras Sugar over Mwamba here at the Kakamega Showground. We do have 5 other Kenya Cup matches taking place in other venues around the country. We will update you with the scores as we receive them.
Long one. Set!
And it probably was as a result of George Mutuku and Collins Injera not seeing a lot of ball, because Kabras were keeping it tight and not bringing the more creative players into the fray. That is Brijan Andriti, claims that ball. Penalty advantage remains with Mwamba. Quickly taken penalty there, but not to the satisfaction of Victor Odwor. Collins Injera, as you did say, not seeing much of the ball, or not seeing much of him in action, because he has been designated a play-making role, which is a far cry from where we're used to seeing him as a finisher. Of course, he's the one pulling the strings alongside George Mutuku, and just keeping Mwamba alive in this one. This was Brijan Anditi. Well, that was a no-arms charge. Definitely not legal.
From the first gate, okay? Make your alignment from the first.
This is a line-out throw for Mwamba deep in Kabras territory. They do have a few big men in the locks, of course, led by Humphrey Kayange. They do well to claim that ball from the air.
Knock! Knock! Bedrock. Hands.
It's still Mwamba sniffing
Time's up. Time's up.
the Kabras try line. This could
Time's up. Time's up.
create an opportunity for
Adjust 10. Max here.
Mwamba to get points on the board. And just a confirmation of the score at halftime from the KCB Sports Club in Ruaraka. It's that KCB are leading Nakuru by 8-0. First points on the board scored by Ken Mosetti, and then Peter Curry with a pushover try, as it is looking ominous here. Mwamba just trying to keep their shape from the maul with the truck and trailer. Can they take this over the chalk? They do have possession. They'll have to be patient. Sniffing the try line. George Mtuku just looks to control play. There'll be a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxiousness, and that's what we're talking about, William Juguna. And that is the last order of business for the first half. Mwamba spurning a golden opportunity. Now picture there Collins Nabiso, ardent Mwamba fan. Probably thinking about that lost opportunity.
Yes, lost opportunity there for Mwamba. Big chance which has gone begging for them. And that opportunity missed. They were really knocking on the door of Kabras. Kabras really yet have had their possession and territory, but they're yet to capitalize on that. Even Chilabo's penalty, the only thing separating these two teams at halftime. Kabras have had tons of possession and territory, but it's not translated into tries or to more points. It's Kabras 3, Mwamba 0. We shall see you for the second half in a few minutes.
For a team to come from the lower division and make it to the Kenya Cup final, it requires something special. Kabras Sugar has more than one special thing going on about them. First, they are fortunate enough to have coach Mike Bishop. He is on a third visit to Kenya on a semi-permanent basis and is based in Kakamega. The none of the old boys of KCB RFC, Antonio Gott, is part of the founders of the club. Kabras has not been in the rugby world for long, and according to Ogot, they are writing their own history at the moment. In his own words, getting to Kenya Cup was not difficult, but once in, it was a baptism of fire.
It was very, very difficult. First with the depth, number of players. I remember at some point, we went for a 7 circuit with 9 players. We didn't even have numbers. For now, it's very different from where we came from.
To continually feed the supplies chain, Kabras is working with a few schools in Kakamega. The plan is to have players that can join Kabras directly from school to keep the supplies chain growing. Though the team recruits heavily from Western Kenya, there is currently a good mix of players from both within Kenya and beyond the borders. 5 Ugandans are in Kabras and all of them turn out for the national team. Charles Uhuru, James Odong, Gerald Sewankambo, Cyrus Watun and Gerald Musaja are part of the Uganda national team that beat Kenya to win the 2015 Elgon Cup. Duncan Mwangi and Hilary Mwanjila also turned out for Kenya A. There are 4 Fijians in the Kabras Sugar team on a short-term contract in a partnership with Samurai. It is not easy to get players of Fijian caliber playing professionally in Kenya. And though this is a huge step in Kenya rugby, the players also saw an opportunity to combine sport and culture.
I've been playing rugby ever since I in school. I am the level that I've been to is provincial level, so it's That's it.
Kenya Cup is a bit more competitive compared to Ugandan rugby. That's why I had to come here and get more and more skills.
When Kabras was promoted to the Kenya Cup, they went on a recruiting mission, targeting a couple of experienced players to beef up the squad. Being a team from Kakamega, most players opted out, Kakamega being a bit too far from Nairobi.
We decided to go for the Fijian players. We invited them initially to come and see. Apart from playing for us, is to try and teach some of our players how seven is being played.
Support there, and what a good step on the outside.
Their hard work paid. And apart from making it to the finals of the Kenya Cup the first time asking, two players, Nick Baraza and Edwin Achayo, made it to the Kenya national team, the Simbas. Bishop feels the time for more Kabras players to join the national team is coming, but he is satisfied with the two for now.
I think it's wonderful. That's what players aspire to play for their country, whether you're an Aussie or a Fijian or a Kenyan. Playing for your country is the ultimate goal, of course.
The cancellation of the Super Series was a disappointment to many, especially with Kabras Sugar's good run in the Kenya Cup last season. Many expected that Kabras will be the backbone of a franchise team from Western Kenya.
I think it's a step probably backwards to not have the Super Series, to have combined sides and give players more opportunity to express themselves. And it's much easier for the selectors to pick when they're seeing players playing against more difficult teams.
Looking back at the 2014 season, not many gave Kabras a chance, especially after they were drawn against defending champions Nakuru RFC in the semi-finals of the Kenya Cup competition. But they did cause an upset in eliminating Nakuru RFC, a feat that made the rugby fraternity in Kenya stand up and recognize Kabras Sugar as a serious contender for the Kenya Cup.
They did better than they expected to do. But I think now that they've reached that level, and a lot of the younger players, the experience they've gained from that, and I think at one stage last year when I was here, there was only 4 or 5 players in the Kabras side that had played at Kenya Cup level. So I've noticed a big difference in my time here, how the boys have developed and how their rugby's developed. And they've improved no end, their skills have improved no end, and that's from playing at that level.
It was my first season in Kenya. I didn't expect to be that high, but we made it all the way. So I'm very happy.
The pressure of appearing in the first finals was just too much, and the boys crumbled from the experience that their opponent KCB brought to the finals table.
What went wrong in the finals? Just communication while playing and some experience in the team, which would have boosted our team at least to have that courage to face the KCB team, because KCB team, it has played final for a couple of times in the Kenya rugby.
People expected a lot from us, but bearing the fact that we lost 4 to 5 key players in the same years, and we had only maybe two training sessions to change a whole line, was not easy. But that was it.
Kabras has the advantage of all players staying together, meaning they are able to streamline their operations quite well, and the staying together helps in the bonding of players. The challenge for Kabras now is to protect the brand, the rugby brand as well as the sponsors brand, as they are known as Kabras Sugar RFC. The new target is not only to go a step further than last season, but also to become the Invincibles and go the distance unbeaten.
Well, to start our 2016 campaign, no better person to start with than the champion himself. To the left, not so interested in the noise. Across the line they come then, and it is Richard Lyons who leads this race. His first lap of 2.
Yeah, Lamborghini, Ferrari, front engine cars, rear engine cars, V10s, V8s, flat sixes, turbos. There's pretty much something for everyone. If you're into cars, this is the place to be.
Hello? Winning! home of the champions.
You're good. I like it. To catch this and lots more, call us or visit our website and get your connection today.
I finally got out of my sweats today.
Over 35 Asian channels, 7 Asian languages, and an endless list of genres ranging from music to movies, general entertainment, and lots more.
Hello? Yes, who's speaking?
You think it, we've got it. Sorry.
Let's celebrate!
Feel at home with Zuku Asian. Zuku TV. Life got better.
And we're back for the second half here at the Kakamega Showground. This is Kenya Cup Match Day 3 action between Kabras Sugar, the hosts, and Mwamba RFC, both teams in different strips of black. And we are ready for the second half. It gets underway here. Collins Injera receives that ball, booting it out into touch. An opportunity for Mwamba to just get their shape and chase this game. Remember, they missed an opportunity to draw level through George Mutuku. His penalty attempt sailing wide before Clyde Mulando with a handling error with the try line beckoning. Spending another opportunity to put Mwamba ahead in this game. And as it so stands, we do have another 40 minutes of rugby action. Will it be Kabras Sugar who emerge victorious? Will it be Mwamba who can rise like the Phoenix and claim the result? The ball claimed on the floor there.
Forward, then 20 knock on. Sasa.
But Victor Odwor calls for the error.
Seconds. Learn the scrum is over. Touch. Bind.
George Mutuku braces himself for the scrum put-in.
Hold both sides.
He has been a live wire for Mwamba whenever he's found himself in possession. Superior shove coming through from Kabras. Humphrey Kayange steals that ball, which was loose. Breaks through 2 tackles, has no one in support. He finally has numbers arriving there in the form of Bradley Owako. Bradley Owako is on the floor. This is Mutuku. Plays it out wide. Another opportunity for Mwamba to build a platform for their forwards. Kayange was remonstrating with the referee as they draw an infringement and a penalty from Victor Odwor. The momentum is with Mwamba early on, just as it was at the beginning of the first half. Can Mwamba sustain this? Can they get points on the board? They elect to kick for goal. George Mutuku with another opportunity.
I need you to move 10 quickly together. Even if they tap it, I need you guys to move back 10.
George Mutuku is all concentration, braces himself for the kick. It would be a pressure kick for him. What can he do from this? Will this be the score? Will this be the kick to restore parity? See the Mwamba players. Succession, George Mutuku with a sweetly struck kick between the sticks. 3-all. We do have a game on our hands.
Talk to your players. I'm alarmed by the number of dangerous tackles, okay? Just talk to them. If it happens again, I'll be forced to think otherwise. Yeah, if it happens again, I'll be forced to think otherwise.
There is a contest for the ball. Doesn't bounce too kindly there. Brian Tanga had retrieved it for a moment. Eugene Sudi with the tackle. Another line-out throw.
What numbers yellow?
Line-out throw for Mwamba. The man tasked with the line-out throw is Brian Oboya. Right to the hands of Emmanuel Omondi. The ball is played out. This is Collins Injera to his brother Humphrey. Humphrey Kayange breaking through the tackle. Hits the floor. George Mutuku is there to clean it up. Sparking up another motion there for Mwamba.
Use it! It's tackle only, remember it then.
Ball played deep, booted, search for territory there. This is Collins Injera. He has a man in support. That man in support was Alex Aturo. The knock-on had been spotted from outer space. Ivan Chilabo and Levi Ochieng remonstrating at each other. It takes Bradley Owako to calm them down. This was it. They called knock-on, and then there it happens. Boom. The knock-on. And Mwamba just sustaining the momentum that they finished the first half with. Over the last 5 or so minutes of the first half, saw Mwamba make inroads into Kabras territory, spurning 2 try-scoring opportunities due to handling errors.
Okay, now, gents, let's proceed.
And as we speak, the latest score from the KCB Sports Club in Ruaraka is that KCB are leading Nakuru by 18 points to 3. Other results, other scores received so far indicate that Kenya Harlequin leading Homeboys by 26 points to 7. We'll continue to give you the rest of those scores as they come through. Contest there for the ball once again. Chilabo just marshalling his troops, plays it through to Brian Tanga. And the ball is stolen on the loose. Kabras lucky to survive there. Perminas Masharia
it's in.
Was a bit pedestrian in his delivery of that ball. It had been pounced on by Bradley Owako. And you can see the intent, the intensity with which Mwamba are playing.
Rock!
Penalty advantage for Mwamba. Actually for Kabras Sugar, I beg your pardon. Once again, this is Kabras. That's some strong running from Suli Tarodi. That's Brian Tanga with the carry, which is quite interesting because he is the playmaker. Kabras now finding themselves in a lot more possession, looking to attack the short side, keeping play alive. Brian Tanga, Chilabo, Tanga once again. Levi Ochieng has a man in support. That's Johnson Mungao, loses the ball on the tackle. It is cleaned up for Mwamba. Another break in play. We're heading into the 50th minute of the match. It is all square between Kabras Sugar and Mwamba here at the Kakamega Showground.
Trotch! Okay, up. Just tight.
Remember Kabras Sugar, team from Western Kenya, a region that is well endowed in plenty of natural resources and foods. For example, cassava, sweet potatoes, sugarcane, of course, which is a core business of Kabras Sugar. And I am sure that quite a number of these Kabras Sugar players ardent lovers of things like cassava and sweet potato. But back to matters on the pitch. Victor Odor awards the penalty there.
Okay, at the back of the jersey. Max here.
Could see the Kabras Sugar players already celebrating. Yes, they have tasked Ivan Chirabo
Number 3
with
binds at the back of the jersey, not on the arm, okay?
the goal-kicking duties.
Thanks, Douglas.
Chirabo makes no mistake. It was a rather straightforward penalty. 3-3 was the score until Chirabo found himself on the scoreboard. The scores are now Kabras 6, Mwamba 3. It's now 6-3 in favor of Kabras Sugar. The restart is eventually claimed by this man who is on, Daniel Sikutangani. Strong, searching run that excites the crowd here at the Kakamega Showground. Remember, he is up against his former mates from Mwamba RFC.
It's inside.
George Mutuku. Just making sure the ball has been secured by the Mwamba forwards. Attempting the box kick. Ivan Chirabo is the gleeful recipient, playing that ball out wide to Peter Nakarawa. Chirabo. One of the Fijian big units there. Finds himself in possession.
Tackle only.
And you can see how
Tackle only, play on.
Kabras have elected to play this game. Attacking the short side once again through Levi Ocheng. That ball is on the floor. Brian Tanga shimmies, finds himself in a spot of bother. Chirabo was there to make sure everything was correct. And there he is once again, Ivan Chirabo. Determined defense coming through from Mwamba as Kabras continue knocking on the door. Chirabo attempting to attack from blind. Desperate tackle coming through from Greg Odhiambo, who has been one of the brighter sparks for Mwamba this afternoon. And
use the gates, okay?
Mwamba's resilience pays off. Kabras finding themselves in an error. It is a penalty advantage to Mwamba. A moment of respite. And that was the slow-mo Daniel Scooter up against his former teammates from Mwamba. Remember, he made the move to Kabras Sugar in the close season.
Guys, I need you here. Just move. Just say. Fine.
On for Mwamba is the experienced Salaton Muturi. He is attempting the line-out throw there. Question is, what formation are they going to take it in? Victor Odwor is not happy about something.
Just a minute. Sorry.
That is Kabras Sugar sniffing the Mwamba try line. Ivan Chirabo has men in support on both sides. Savara Thigi takes the ball into contact.
Fine.
But it is Mwamba who turn over possession and are looking to get out of jail.
Stay.
There needs to be clean ball delivered to Collins Injera. Plays it out wide. Looking to attack from deep. Collins Injera sells the dummy, breaks through the tackle. Collins Injera exciting there. Gets the crowd here at the Kakamega Showground.
Black, yellow.
And once again, the advantage beginning to swing the way of Mwamba as we're heading into the 60th minute. And news coming in from Ruaraka is that KCB are building on that lead. It is now 28 points to 3.
Damas, the tackle, please check for me the tackle by Mwamba. The last tackle. Guys, the tunnel is on this line, okay? So I really appreciate if you move a step. That's fine. Fine as well. Okay? It's fine. The tunnel is fine now. Fine.
Salaton Muturi probably will be looking for Humphrey Kayange. And this is a no-brainer. He indeed gets Kayange from the line out. The maul forms. George Mutuku, what can he do? Kabras have just thrown in everyone, utilizing their physical advantage. It is Mwamba sniffing the try line.
Advantage.
A lot of control from George Mutuku and Humphrey Kayange, who is speaking to those lads in. The ball is on the floor. Patient build-up from Mwamba. You can see George Mutuku just directing his charges. George Mutuku, former Kenya under-19 international. Played his club rugby at Mean Machine before making the switch to Mwamba 2 seasons ago upon completion of his studies. Penalty advantage for Mwamba.
Thanks, Dama.
They elect to kick for touch, probably looking to walk it home.
Okay, now yellow here. Yellow, mark. Black.
And a number of substitutions made by the black shirts, bringing on quite a number of experienced players in Anthony Karanja and Salaton Muturi. They claim the line out Do they have the confidence to
Tackler,
go
tackler.
all through?
Tackler! Tackler! Fast you
Penalty quickly taken, but not to the satisfaction of Victor Odwar.
can. You look for me to deal with the man.
Mwamba have Kabras Sugar on the course.
Hey, gents, be on the trail and a bit, just a bit, okay? Fine. Use it.
Still Mwamba.
Use it.
Putting Kabras on the course. That was Bradley Owako.
Okay?
You have to question the
Use your
decision
leg
for
toward the offside, okay?
the grubber
So
kick.
now move back.
Eventually the advantage remaining with Mwamba, but was that really the wise thing to do? A lot of discussions. Mwamba elect to go for goal from the penalty. George Mtuku is all concentration. His goal kicking rate is it's now 2 out of 4. It is good, 6-all. It's now 6-6 between Kabras and Mwamba. The big question is, what can Kabras do? Can they respond? Can Mwamba hang on? Remember, the scores are 6-6 between Kabras Sugar and Mwamba here at the Kakamega Showground. As we're heading into the final 19 or so minutes of the match, it remains 6-6 here at the Kakamega Showground.
Trojans.
This match being passionately followed by the fans here at the Showground.
Break. Okay, just do them. Time out. Confirm time, please. Trot. Bind. Set. advantage.
And this is Levi Ochieng
Playing second advantage outside.
looking positive, and this is Nick Baraza on as a second half substitute, and he goes over. Talk about an impact substitute. Nick Baraza barges his way over the try line. The scores are now 11-5. The scores are now 11-6. Sometimes we do think faster than we talk. Ivan Chirabo, the man tasked with the goal-kicking duties. He's all concentration. And he makes no mistake with that. The scores are now 13-6. Mwamba now need a converted try to restore parity. But they have been second best. The scores are now 13-6. That was the moment Nick Baraza, Kenya Simba's international, powered over the chalk for that crucial intervention. Ivan Chirabo with the extra 2 points to make it 13-6. And it's beginning to turn more and more in favor of Kabras, electing to go the route one way, much to the excitement of the crowd here at the Kakamega Showground. That is Brian Tanga.
Takla! Takla! Tackle only.
Mwamba now on the ropes. This is Humphrey Kayange. The ball was open and he took advantage of that to try and secure it, which he has done. He has secured play. He has secured the ball for Mwamba.
Back.
That's Eugene Sudi. That was a stranglehold there on Anthony Karanja. Almighty contest for the ball. It finds Mwamba now once again on the attack. Mwamba were unlucky to fall to a 27-24 defeat at the hands of KCB last weekend. The previous weekend they had fallen 26-11 to Nakuru.
Now when there's tackle only, you can only access the ball from the gate. Okay. Next time just use the gate, okay? Yeah. You can only use the gate, but there's no fair line for the number.
We do have about 14 minutes to play here at the Kakamega Showground. The scores remain 13-6 in favor of Kabras Sugar. There is a stop in play as referee Victor Odwar seeks to engage in further consultation. But Kabras have soaked in all the pressure from Mwamba and have responded in resilient fashion. Nick Baraza with the perfect definition of a power try, taking the scores to 13-6. And News filtering in from the KCB Sports Club in Ruaraka is that KCB have got a bonus point, leading Nakuru by 28 points to 3. Still about 5 minutes to play in that one. And that will be a result that will surely have a lot of people talking. Edwin Achayo is on as a second half substitute. Now plays the ball through, and you can see what Kabras have done, bringing in a lot of experience and fresh legs. Nick Baraza started this game from the bench. Edwin Achayo plays it through, and you can see how Kabras have elected to play route one. That was desperate from Kabras. Desperate from Mwamba too, in terms of defense. Brian Tanga, the architect of so much that Kabras are pulling this afternoon. Plays the ball out wide. This is Perminas Masharia, has a man in support, and this is a try. Peter Nakarawa takes the score to 26, and William Juguna with about 12 minutes to play. Would you term this the final nail in the Mwamba coffin?
Thank you very much, Michael Kwambo. Yes, I think that's the ball game for me right there, because that try has taken out the stuffing out of Mwamba. Mwamba were very much back in this game. But as you can see, the substitutions which Kabras have done, bringing in Dan Sekuta, who's been a power really in the game from the kickoffs, his leg drive, his power, and then now Edwin Achayo just coming in to solidify things at scrum half. And as it stands now, with the conversion to come, this will take the score now to 20 points to 6. And Kabras have just lifted up the intensity in the final. In the last 5 minutes, the intensity has been superb from them. And Mwamba now are staring at a third consecutive defeat, having already lost to Nakuru and KCB on the opening 2 weekends of the Kenya Cup. And as it stands now, Mwamba could be going down to a third defeat of the Kenya Cup season, meaning it will be a tall order for them to qualify for the season-ending playoffs. But a well-worked try there, by the way, from Kabras, as my co-commentator Michael Kwambo saying. Brian Tanga really at the heart of every good thing they're doing. A lot of inside passes.
Please just look at it if the guy knocked on the ball, if there's a possible knock on it. I'm not talking about the try. I'm talking about the last touchdown that they tried, then it was short. They made it on the 5-meter line. The last one, leave alone the try. The last track that was on the far end, before this try was made on this other side. I'm just trying to look at that.
Yeah, I saw it like you maintained the ball, but you know the fans were already in the field, so I missed it also.
Maybe you might have thought he was already on the try line.
Yeah, so I just remembered about it. So I thought it's why I look into it first.
They needed the field, so I was struggling with them. But from a few I saw, it's like he was in control of the ball, so I don't know. It's good.
Let's just check it.
It's good to confirm.
Yes. Let me confirm again, there's no knock on. Thank you very much, Damas. Fine.
Try has been given. The referee Victor Dwar was consulting with the TMO. There might have been a hint of a forward pass, but from our vantage point here in the television booth, I think those passes were all correct, starting from the breakdown and being finished up by Pete Nakarawa. So, the conversion kick. And the conversion is good. That takes the score now to 20 points to 6, and the celebrations you're hearing are from the Kabras fans. They lead now by 20 points to 6.
10 minutes to go.
So the conversion kick is good. 20 points to 6 with 10 minutes remaining, meaning that Mwamba need to score 3 tries and have one of them converted. Actually, 3 tries will win the game for them, but so far it's Kabras who are in the driving seat, as this man, Collins Injera, who had a very quiet first half, has burst onto life in the second half, but it hasn't been enough, as Kabras make a few substitutions, and a very good run here coming from Kabras. Could they score a bonus point try. Remember, Kabras winning their opening 2 games of the season, but very unconvincingly beating Mean Machine 14 points to 13, beating Western Bulls by 18 points to 7, but not very convincing scores. As I can see, Shaban Ahmed has also come in. He had a stint in Malaysia playing for a Malaysian outfit during a 7s or 10s tournament not too long ago. But probably it may be too little too late. Kabras, 3 tries up to the good against a hard-fighting Mwamba side who've really battled hard in this game. Into the final 10 minutes here at the Kakamega Showground.
Trot. Bind. Break. Set up.
And Victor Dwar calls for a scrum reset just to update you on other scores as they're coming in. You may have heard from my co-commentator Michael Kwambo saying that KCB have really put on the skids on Nakuru. They were leading by 28 points to 3, meaning that they have gotten a bonus point win.
Set.
And just getting news that Harlequins have beaten Homeboys by 31 points to 24. Queens with a very strong start, but Homeboys really coming back to get a respectable scoreline. Queens running 5 tries. Homeboys should have run at least 4 tries in that game. We shall get you other scores once we receive them. And referee Victor Dwar penalizing Kabras. That won't really bother them so much. 8.5 minutes to go. As we look for the latest scores. And Impala have managed to turn this game around. They were trailing 7-0 at halftime against Strathmore. They now lead by 24 points to 12. And they do have the bonus point in the bag. Those are the latest scores that we have. And we shall give you a final score count once we finish this game. Salton Muturi has come in. Good line out take there from Humphrey Kayange. Here comes Collins Injera, finds Brad Owako, who has been a battering ram in midfield, but has been well marshaled by the Kabras defense. Shaban Ahmed delivers a pass there to Luis Kisia. Kisia is well shepherded there in defense. Again, it's Marcus Mureithi and Shaban Ahmed combining, trying to find chinks in this Kabras armor. But as it stands, they're not gaining a lot doing at the advantage line. Tall lock there is Emmanuel Omondi. Collins Injera, Humphrey Kayange. Does Kayange have the legs now? Tries to get support, loses support there. Achayo. And Kabras now up to put the ball downfield. And the 2 Fijians chasing there. And Alex Arturo tackled, but the referee has deemed it to be illegal. So Shaban Ahmed will take play back to the no arms tackle there. So Kabras can breathe a huge sigh of relief, because at 6-6 that this game was evenly poised, but they've managed to turn this game around with those 2 tries to Nick Baraza and Peter Nakarawa. Kenya Cup match day 3. And the final score from the Lions Den in Ruaraka is that KCB have hammered Nakuru by 33 points to 3. So KCB, Impala, Harlequins, and Kabras very much unbeaten, very much with a 100% record as we almost come to the end of match day 3 proceedings here at the Kakamega Showground. Line out throw here from Kabras. It's won by Mwamba. And Mwamba get a consolation try and come within 7 points over Kabras. Humphrey Kayange, Collins Injera, Billy Odhiambo has come in as a late sub, but probably I think should have started this game. He's a direct runner, he's a strong runner. And Dan Sikuta there wanted to go for a quick line out. And just having some aji-baji with his former Mwamba teammates there. And some battle going on between Humphrey Kayange and Dan Sikuta. Remember, both were former players. It's interesting, these two played for the same club for the longest time, and they're having a tete-a-tete. And Antonio Gorgeous trying to shield away Kayange and Sikuta. I think Kayange is probably born out of frustration. The game has worked. The game has actually gone south for Mwamba. Dan Sikuta won't be too worried. They have this game in the bag. And with 4.5 minutes remaining, tempers need to be cooled down. Billy Odhiambo, they're just trying to muscle his way, but the Kabras defense wouldn't allow him. And as it stands, we should be having a line out.
Try and talk to them to control their emotion. It's almost 10 on. Just talk to your guys. 10 seconds.
Dan Sikuta opted to go for a quick line out there, and he shrugged off Shaban Ahmed.
Okay, we to the line out. Football. Black. Okay, start now. Black.
3 minutes to go to the end of this game. Looking likely the victors in this game, 20 points to 6. Second half has really come on to light. We had a very tepid first half. 3-0 was the scoreline, but the second half has produced almost over 20 points. And it's Kabras who will be enjoying the weekend. Good take there from Humphrey Kayange. Collins Injera trying now to go through this solid Kabras defense. He presents the ball now to Shaban Ahmed. Ahmed now finds Emmanuel Ochieno. Clyde Muhando takes that ball in, but Salaton Muturi comes in again. Presents the ball to Shaban Ahmed. Ahmed shimmies, darts, but he loses the ball in contact. And a missed opportunity there for Mwamba just to get at least a consolation try and to come to within 7 points over Kabras. Azadin Achayo now just rallies the troops. Dummies and fakes, and Achayo is off, but well read there by the Mwamba defense. Into the final 2 minutes of this game. Into the final 2 minutes of this game. It's Kabras 20, Mwamba 6. That kick was charged down. And the referee penalizes Mwamba. They were offside. So Kabras, unless they score a fourth try, will not get a bonus point. As Nick Baraza actually 2 tries from Kabras, I beg your pardon. 2 tries from Kabras to Nick Baraza and Peter Nakarawa.
Just
1 minute and 10 seconds remaining.
Bump your bed there. Okay, now I need you to be on this line, please. Okay, you guys move a bit.
So it will be line out throw for Kabras. Kabras with 2 tries, 2 penalties, and I think 2 conversions. Line out throw was not the best. It's won by Humphrey Kayange, and here comes Shaban Ahmed.
Ball! Back, play!
And Mwamba making a feat of it, but it's probably come too little too late in the game. 20 seconds remaining. Here comes Shaban Ahmed. Was in 2 minds. And there was a bit of obstruction there from Kabras, so it will be a scrum ball for Mwamba. Into the last passage of play here at the Kakamega Showground. Kabras going to record their 3rd win of the season.
Okay, cross, gents. Bind, long bind. Set. Good stuff, gents.
Ball is won there by Ahmed, but gets injured there. I think he took a kick from the head from the Kabras player who was doing the follow-on. Salaton Muturi there.
Damas, anything for
And
Damas?
Emmanuel, Dan Sikuta there, proving a bulwark in defense, and they lose the ball there. And it's going to be a penalty for Mwamba. Salaton Muturi takes that ball into contact, presents it to
Still playing advantage, no 10.
Mwamba again, who are on attack. But they're very much way back. They're not actually hitting the advantage line. Collins Injera gets that ball from a standing position. Breaks a couple of tackles, but is tackled there by Kabras eventually. Shaban Ahmed probing and trying to find some space, some chinks in this Kabras. Here comes Humphrey Kayange. And Shaban Ahmed once again. Good interlink play between Shaban Ahmed and Humphrey Kayange. But the ball is turned over by Kabras, but it's illegal. And it will be Billy Odhiambo with a quick tap. Billy Odhiambo, can he go all the way? And he's just stopped like 5 meters away from the Kabras trail, and Shaban Ahmed tries to wiggle his way there. And can he present the ball? But the referee is playing advantage.
Playing advantage.
It's Kabras now trying to defend with their lives. It's all Mwamba here in this final few minutes, just like we did in the first half. They've had a very strong finish in both halves. And Humphrey Kayange pulls his way there.
Fine, leave it, black.
Kabras 20, Mwamba 6, but this ball has been lost here. It's been turned over by Kabras. Been turned over by Kabras.
Back a bit.
And Edwin Achayo just boots the ball downfield. Thought he should have booted it out. And Nakarawa galloping, trying to tackle Alex Aturo. Aturo now finds Billy Odhiambo. Odhiambo with a good support play here from Greg Odhiambo. And Odhiambo gives it to Collins Injera. Injera, can he go all the way? Good defense there by Kabras. Marcus Mureithi. And can Kabras here score? Yes, I think they will. Oh, has he gone out? We'll have to go back to the TMO. Some good enterprising play coming from Mwamba in the final 5 minutes of this game, but probably could be too little too late for Mwamba.
Can you look for me if the guy might have touched on the touchline before the time being made? And forward the pass as well.
So we await the TMO's decision on that try which Mwamba have scored.
Forward pass, second one. Just check for me if he had touched the touchline before the touchline.
It was good build-up play from Mwamba. That's clean.
Come again, Damas. If time is up.
Yeah. And the try has been given.
Now time's over.
So the conversion kick to be taken, and we shall call it
Here.
a day here at the Kakamega Showground. A late consolation try. Should this conversion go through? By that man, you're seeing one of Kenya's most decorated sevens players, Collins Injera. It will take them to within 7 points, which will mean they will earn a losing point for being within 7 points of Kabras. Collins Injera lining up this conversion. He's also taken over the kicking duties also at the Kenya Sevens on a couple of times, especially last season. And he's actually become a playmaker. Injera with a conversion kick. So that's the final score here from the Kakamega Showground. Kabras have beaten Mwamba by 20 points to 11. What a match we've had so far here at the Kakamega Showground. 2 tries from Nick Baraza and Peter Nakarawa, giving Kabras the win. As for Mwamba, the bad start to the season goes on. This is the 3rd defeat of the season, having suffered defeats to Nakuru and KCB, and a tough day in the office for Mwamba RFC. And we shall be updating you on the final scores from across the Republic. Handshakes and hugs all round from Kabras. This was a tough match. Remember, Kabras did beat Mid Machine 14 points to 13 on the opening day of the season, and then beats Western Bulls in the Western Derby last week 17 points to 8. So that's your final score from the Kakamega Showground. So these are the final scores as we have received them. KCB have beaten Nakuru 33 points to 3. Harlequins have beaten Homeboys by 31 points to 24. Black Blood have lost to Nondis 29 points to 11. And Impala had to come from behind to beat Strathmore by 24 points to 12. So those are your match day 3 results of this 2016-2017 Kenya Cup season.